Hello, friendos. Jelly's doing cake face already. What, are you eating snacks? You got snacks on the go already? Look at this little lighting in here. I don't mind it, actually. You adjust it anymore? Maybe. Happy Sunday. How are we all doing, Kimmers? Thanks for being first once again. Jelly, good to see you. How have you been? And hi, Dust. How's the day? Greco-Greek is here, and he is not late today. Also, can we say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there? Calling mine after stream. Titan, good to see you. How's your property doing? And yeah, yet it is baking a chocolate cake right now. Yum. You been busy? A good busy, hopefully, let's say, right? Good busy is good. Too much stress busy? Not good. We are back again, cooking in what we call the kitchen. Hi, boss man. Boss man, you're here. You didn't miss anything. I'm so proud of you. Okay, here's our menu that we're cooking today. If you guys got the notification, I said it was a quick and easy Sunday, because it will be. A pork katsu plate. So the boys are gonna get sandwiches and the girls are gonna have rice plates because we shouldn't be eating too much bread right now. So we'll use up our Japanese milk bread for the boys' sandwiches, and then I'll do rice for us. We are going to slice right from the boneless pork shoulder our pork cutlets. Then we're gonna pound them out a little bit, season them up, do a nice panko crunchy breading on the outside, and we're actually gonna bake it instead of frying in a pan. A little bit easier, less messy. I don't know if it's healthier, but it's easier and less messy. So we're gonna do that. And then the boys will get mayo on their sandwiches. We do some shredded cabbage on the side. I might also grab a couple cucumbers just because they're fresh and crunchy and delicious. And then we're gonna make a katsu sauce, a homemade katsu sauce. Hi, Mish, I almost missed you too. How's Mish today? Did you do any cooking? You were in the field for a while? 100 plus like temperatures all week? Yeah, we've had some people saying that it's just like super hot already where they're at. Stay safe. It's only the beginning, right? What's the one Simpsons meme out there? This is the hottest summer of my life, Bart says, and then Homer's like, this is the coldest summer of the rest of your life. It's like, it's so true. You done nothing today, Mish? You feel lazy? Well, let's just say, like, maybe you shouldn't feel lazy. We all need rest. And we should not, like, guilt ourselves into getting that, right? Right, Lily. Yeah, a little bit healthier since it won't be fried in oil, but we still will need, like, a fair amount of oil or butter to get it baked off properly in the oven, too. We're going to be doing it the same way that Sam actually does schnitzel. German-style pork cutlet. Is his mom always did it baked in the oven, and it's really lovely like that. Like the pork kind of breaks down a little bit more in the oven and it just gets super tender. Good evening, Blood Oak. How's Scooter doing today? How's that puppers? Hey, Chef Sino, welcome back. Good to see you. Egg fried rice on the menu today. Nice one. That's so yummy. Like breakfast, lunch, dinner. Any and all of the above. I'm cooking one of your favorite dishes ever. Sweet. Slept from 2 a.m. to 11 p.m. Whoa. Your body will tell you when it needs it, right? Okay, so I think our longest process of the day is making the katsu. So we'll start with that. And we will also learn about what we're doing. But let's just make our list first and then we'll read through the recipes together. Eat pork katsu with the brown sauce and cabbage all the time. So yeah, we're making the katsu sauce and then we'll shred up our cabbage with our mandolin. So I'll do slice and what do we say? Pound it a little bit thinner. Season. And then dredge or bread. But we don't want to bread this until like maximum maybe 30 minutes before you plan to bake it. Because I always find that if you bread things too early, it's just a little bit weird. Weird things can happen. So let's minimize that happening. Okay, so we'll get the pork to the point where it's seasoned. We will make the breading station together so that that's ready to go. And then we will just do a little flip, do our cabbage, make our sauce. I'm gonna boil a little bit of rice off for Finn and myself to eat instead of the bread, because yeah, there's only enough shoku pan. Like maybe we can get 3 sandwiches out of this. So that would be awesome actually if we can get 3 sandos out of this for the boys. They each get 1.5. And then we'll have ours with rice. And then this is our leftover pumpernickel from yesterday. Just kept it wrapped up in the oven. It's a safe spot. Jelly is bronze now. What do we say? Honey bronze and desirable. Mish, deep fry it? Of course you would want that. And that's actually such a cute emote. Okay, is that it? Don't forget the Kewpie either to go on the sandwich. Okay, that's it. Good morning, Mary. How are you? That's crazy. So dang simple. We got the recipes linked for ya. So pop them on up, or they're already in our Discord too. Except wait, I think I forgot to put the tonkatsu sauce in Discord, so I'll do that quickly. Boop. You made it, Trev. I think that deserves a gold star. Only 21 minutes, not 2 hours later. Yeah, really, it only started 4 minutes ago. This is true. And you just finished making like 18 to 20 scones for the fam jam? The same recipe that I did yesterday? That's freaking awesome, man. Okay. Cutting board. I think I chopped the barbacoa on this last. The chili. The chili just stains everything. It's wild. We need a big knife. And I actually just popped the pork shoulder chunk just in the freezer, actually, while we were going over what we're doing today, just to firm it up a bit more. Things slice better when they're firmer. Just gonna wipe my knife off. Yeah, he's got the gold knife, Kate. It's totally fine. Oh no! A dog did that before to Poshers as well. Scooped, and then she was like totally wrecked walking on the leash after. She was like traumatized. Yeah, when a dog is off leash, attacks your dog on the leash. Oh my goodness. That is like actually terrible. I hope that the owners knew what they did. It's not the dogs, it's the owners. The dogs only know what they have been taught. But yeah, I've seen the exact same thing happen, and it's actually just brutal. And most of the time the owners are just like, oh, he, and just like walk away. Trev, it's a recipe you found a while back for the scones. That one didn't have any kneading. And yeah, you usually knead the scones so they can be a bit toothy. And hi, Weasel. Yeah, it's so frustrating. For sure, Scooter. Like, you're the one doing the right thing. But somehow we always get punished. Really niche. Leash laws there. That's insane. I didn't know about these things. I don't think that exists here either. Okay, so here's our little chonker. Pork shoulder. Hopefully we can get some awesome slices out of here. I think so. Actually, just close this a little bit more for myself. Adjust that lighting. There we go. Oh, there wasn't even like the actual parents. It was just kids. That's even worse. I wish we had those laws here, because like the amount of people with animals now is... there's a lot. Almost everyone has a dog. Porky porks. And then this one's always tied if it's boneless. Just cut the string. And then yeah, you can see it's like a little bit weird shape, just how they have to take the shoulder blade out. So we'll do our best slicing. It might actually be easier if we put it on this fat cap side first. And then probably just trim that little nubby hanging off. Is there anything else? Okay, and then this part. How do I want to do this? It's not really helpful when there's things like flapping off of it, because it just won't cut even. So just trim that off and we'll suss it out the rest of the way. Kind of pack it so the edges are even, or as even as you can get them. And then what? I'll cut this about 1/2 inch thick. There are 4 people in your neighborhood with dogs, Trev, and you wouldn't even know? Nutso. Yeah, this is not gonna work, Kate. We're gonna need a bigger knife. This is the biggest one. And this is why we use this knife, because it's a big piece of meat. The blade, like, just fits. You can also make katsu with chicken. Just we're doing pork today. And hello, Matthew. Welcome back. Good to see you. Animal sales went up 80% during the pandemic. Whoa. Oh, this knife is nice and sharp too. That was satisfying. And yeah, look at that. Marbling that we're gonna have, that's gonna crisp up. And then to bake these in the oven, I think it usually takes around 20 minutes. Slap the meat. Yeah, it's like the worst. You're trying to get your dog properly socialized, but then those things happen. Should get one more slice. This looks so good. Ooh, doesn't want to slice evenly, so just go slow and controlled. There. Did it go through the bottom yet? No. Okay, there we go. Okay, that actually worked so good. I did not think it would work that easy. And I honestly don't know if we have to even pound these out. Maybe a little bit, just because I think it helps tenderize a touch. I'm just gonna lay these all out. This, we can just pound out a little bit thinner. Maybe I'll slice this. And we'll still bake it on the tray. Little pork nuggets. No reason to waste that, that's for sure. But I won't bread it up. There we go. Almost looks like pork belly. That, and see how I like kind of formed these back together as well into more even shapes? That's also another thing that's good to do. Okay, now I'm gonna get my meat mallet and then also just a Ziploc bag, a freezer bag. I'm gonna just wash up my hands in this knife first, and then we're gonna give it a little pound and then we'll season it. This is pork shoulder, boneless pork shoulder. And yeah, like this cut, I know that we use pork shoulder to make pulled pork, but that takes many, many hours to cook it down to that point. But people don't realize that you can also quick cook pork shoulder, and it's actually just as delicious, if not even more in my mind. And then I always think the pork is way more forgiving than trying to do a chicken cutlet. That's just gonna dry out. Because usually the chicken cutlets are done with the breast, not the thigh, that's fatty. So this is what we're gonna use. We'll use this more aggressive side first, and then even it back out, smooth it back out with that side. Hi Annie, how are you? Welcome in. And yeah, we said it earlier, but we will say it again as people file in. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And even like if you're a dog dad, still counts. FCB, how are you today? Just grabbing my shears here to cut both sides of the bag. It's that time again. Thanks FCB for the 20 months in a row resub now. Just turning on the lights in here. I thought we were okay. We're not okay. 20 months in a row being part of the kitchen crew, and you're doing great. You're staying cool. Devious. Ran the water. Now they gotta go to the bathroom. It happens. So we're just opening this up so you get like more surface area, let's say. Shabu shabu and pho, Trev? Or I should say pho. Where the meat is sliced super thin, quickly cooked in a broth, yeah? Would that work for pork? There is pork shabu, yeah. Usually there's beef, pork, and lamb varieties. I've also used that before to marinate for bulgogi, for actually Annie's request, and it worked good. Nice cool weather there, Annie. Nice. It's gonna be a good weekend. Yeah, it's been actually pretty cool here too. Deer meat? Yeah. Scoots used a cast iron pan the other day to flatten the pork. That works too. Trev, get a mallet, please. So place this down. We'll do the top ones first. So a more aggressive side. And then you don't like use just straight on force going down. You actually like go away. So this is the motion. Away. And then you can also pull it towards yourself. And the fat will spread out really easily. It's the like really meaty parts that will need a little bit more. Even where it's like really hard. Bet you guys didn't expect Kate to be slapping her meat today on stream. Wait, what? Ah, it's sliding off. Excuse me. There. Now we'll smooth it. Used to use a rolling pin for meat flattening until you finally bought a mallet. Jelly-filled dirt mines. Dirt. Sometimes we smooth it back out. Oh, nice. Your hubs is at a conference in Dallas. 104. Quite warm. Quite warm. This is going to be insane. Okay, all the meat's been flattened. Move this up. And now we're gonna season it. See how much more it filled out the board too? You don't think it spreads out anymore, but it does. It's sneaky. These other chunks as well, maybe we'll season. Just grab some tongs. I don't have to get my hands dirty. Spread it out. I don't want to use another board. There we go. Actually, maybe do this instead. Okay, so let's start with salt and then we'll do some pepper. Yeah, this does look good, doesn't it? Really good looking pork. I will say, like living in Canada, never really had an issue trying to find like good quality pork. And so it is pretty thin, so I'm only gonna season the one side, and then we'll probably sprinkle a little bit more salt on all of the katsu when it comes back out of the oven. Just because after things are like baked with oil or fried, they always need a little bit more salt. Just because of the fat. Okay, it's like already drying out the moisture. It looks so good. Pork stock in the US is all cleaned up and disease-free, but people are still cooking it well done when you don't have to. Yeah, they're just used to being scared of it. Heavy pet. It's actually grinding really nice and fine. Good distribution. And now we're just gonna let these sit out and kind of warm up so they bake really nice and evenly. It's not gonna take us too long to prep the other couple things. And then might as well hang on to the tongs for later too, just in case we need them. Oh man, that's like the worst food we ever made, Sam and myself. Pork tenderloin. I will never forget this moment. See, he's laughing already. We'll never forget. Worst thing we ever made in our life. Doing a roasted pork tenderloin in the oven. And we realized we forgot something for dinner. This was when we were in Vancouver and the store was like literally downstairs, just across the street. So we're like, hey, we'll just let it keep cooking so we don't have to stop it while we go grab our couple things. Nah, we came back. That was the worst pork I've ever made and or eaten in my life. It was so dry. Did we even actually finish it? I think we might have been like, you know what? I can't eat this. So we're like, we're never doing that again. Yeah, it's like bad jerky. Oh, it was even worse than that, honestly. Humidity there today, FCB, higher than the temp even. Whoa. You need dog canines to even get through it, right? Okay, so we sliced, pounded, and seasoned it, and then we will make our breading station next. It's a 3-part station. 1 bowl with flour, 1 bowl with egg and milk mixed together, and then 1 bowl with your breadcrumbs. That, and then I actually like to do a nice flat surface for the breadcrumb one, so you can press it really good. So I usually put the breadcrumbs spread out in this pan. Pork katsu plate, sandwiches for the boys, rice for the ladies. Unless Finn didn't have enough bread yesterday. But she might have. I think she might have. Okay, where did we put our breadcrumbs? In this one? Did we put the panko? Yes. I might just sneak in the Italian ones that I have left over too. Seasoned Italian style. Annie, 98,000 points. Oh, nice, Scooter. Yeah, you can do it with pork chops. And I mean, like, you can even do it with bone-in. Just, it's a little bit hard to eat the bone-in pork chop when it's been, like, breaded. I think we'll use all of these panko crumbs. It's pretty deceiving. I'll keep going with just the panko crumbs to start. And then if we notice near the end that they're going away and away, we'll add some of these ones to bulk them out. These feel really nice though. These are some of the nicest panko I've seen in a while. Look at that. So a lot coarser breadcrumb than just regular, like North American style, let's say. It's been cold all day there, Trev. And then, so in the other bowl, oops. Do not bring the table with me, thank you. We'll do our flour. Then we'll do our egg, and I think I just gotta go grab a bit of milk. So the flour is the first step. So you really don't need a lot. It's just to kind of coat the pork pieces so that the egg sticks to it. Small amount of flour is good. You can always add more, but once it touches the raw meat, you can't really do much with it afterwards. Eggy eggs. I'm thinking, just bring in my compost bin over for the shells. I'm thinking, oh, you got a nice view of it too from our hard-boiled eggs yesterday. 3 eggs? 3 eggs for that amount? Make it nice and eggy. The weather is effed. Of course it is. Wash my hands off. Also, will anyone be upset if we do a garlic flavored Kewpie mayo? I was thinking that'd be really good. Grab a whisk. Oh, I feel like we need some garlic somewhere in this meal. Feta flavored. The Japanese people would be like, oh my goodness, Mish found us. Mish is here. Feta mayo. I think they actually make garlic ice cream. And we do love garlic here, don't we? That's why we have an emote for it. It's actually one of my faves. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, do this. I'll take the eggs back and go grab like a cup of milk, let's say. I'll just pour it into the container. I'll be back. Auntie poured extra milk, she thinks. Hi, Cookie. Blood Oak just calling me out. Japanese dish, but she's not even using chopsticks to stir the eggs. Just wrecked, hey? This will be perfect. We got some extra milk. And then some for a milk doggo. So there is, obviously, we're adding a lot of breading onto the pork, but we have seasoned the pork. I'm thinking a bit of just doing a little bit of Tony Chachere's Cajun seasoning just in the breadcrumbs. And then, like I said, we will do a little bit more sprinkle after it's cooked. What up, Blondie? How are you? We're rolling right along. There we go. Kewpie 2 days in a row? What are we trying to do here, hey? Whoa-wee, whoa. Oh, I usually get a sneeze whenever I pour Tony's, and I did feel a little tingle in my nostril, so give me a sec here. Okay, we're good. Whoa. It's my fault. You use Tony's on everything? You guys are the Americans. We need to like special order this stuff just to get it here. But it's so good. For like a seasoning salt, it's really good. Okay, next one. Let's do some cabbage. Breading cabbage, and then we'll make our sauce. You never even heard of it before we started using it. That is so funny. And yeah, we have 2 different colors of cabbage, so I thought that would look so nice on the plate. Why the heck not? Back to the mandolin 2 days in a row as well. Wowie, wow. Just grabbing my glovey. Oh, and my knife. And the knife. And so I have made katsu before because we have made a Japanese curry on stream once upon a time. I'm just gonna trim this. Sometimes when you keep your cabbage in the fridge, it goes a little bit browned on the one side. So just kind of trim off a very small amount that you have to. But other than that, cabbage keeps for a long, long while in the fridge. Just like that. Smallest little chunk. And then I think I'll just take a quarter of it off. Yeah, red cabbage makes the best coleslaw. I like using both all the time. Oh, and then this leaf, definitely a little bit like soggy. It's not crunchy anymore, so we'll let that one go too. Sacrificial. Bam. Which one? I think I'll do this one, and then we'll cut the core out first. Just like that. The other quarter can be packed back away. Just remember to use it up in something coming up on stream. You can see how the purple starts to stain your knife, or just that pigment is on your knife blade. It's so crazy. Already like purple on my fingernail. So usually there's always one leaf on the outside of a cabbage that just like doesn't seem like it belongs there. That's like it's built-in packaging. Take it away. You wish you had a proper cold cellar. Yeah, oh. I also love coleslaw. Should I actually wipe off this knife? Probably. So you don't make the green cabbage purple. That's probably a good idea. Okay, going in half. And then another half. Then we'll take this core out. It's really small, actually. And that's good. And yeah, cabbage is a very deceiving vegetable. It looks small and compact until you start to cut it up, and you will just have so much you won't even know what to do with. Hello, Lord Velos, welcome back. Okay, so from here, we got our mandolin set up with a nice thin slicing blade. I'm gonna put my cut-proof glove on. What's everyone getting up to today? Trev said he was baking some scones. Sounded awesome. Yeah, roll the dice. With the only things that I can like cook with? Never. I will never risk that. Can't just go buy a new hand. If that was the case though, then sure. Yeah, is he messing with us, Trev? A head of cabbage shreds into 15 cups, but then they also can cook down to 2 ounces. What is going on here? Jelly-filled is at Daisy. And then Weasel's trying to remake the crab rangoons. First batch was meh. What do you think happened? So I'm gonna go along this way to start on the mandolin, and then you can always check to make sure you're happy, which I am. This is a really, really nice thin shred. Nice cookie. Got a nice day there, so you're gonna go for a walk. Annie's working on the Fusion 360 stuff, designing bottle rocket nose cones. Lord Velos made a mac and cheese bake yesterday with leftover cheese, leftover ham, and more, and it came out really good. Yum, leftovers are life. Just gonna keep going. This one actually shredded up so nice today. Wowie wow. And so then if you're left with like these little pieces at the end that are kind of wide, you didn't get to cut them down, just take your knife and come back across like this. Finish it off. That's that. Now we'll do our green stuff. Look at it, it's trying to stain the board already. Weasel, some tasted good, some tasted crabby, or too crabby. Did a shit mix job. Well, better mixing then. Now you know. And I mean, we have to really like lower our expectations for ourselves when we're learning things for the first time. How is this slicing? It's like okay. I don't really love the angle of it, so I'm actually going to turn it on this end. Finish it off that way. That little piece just wants to fall off. So we'll let it, and then we'll stop there. Tap, tap, taparoo.
Brenda and I just decided what we're doing with that rib cap.
What?
Philly cheesesteak, because we gotta get rid of the provolone too.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing next week.
Philly cheesesteaks next week, chat. How do we feel?
Also, see you later.
Oh yeah, you're going to see Cody? When are you coming back?
4-ish?
Okay, no lunch for you then. Oh shit!
What?
Well, it's not gonna be fresh when you get home.
No, that's fine.
Like, I'm almost ready to cook.
Are you?
Yeah. I just make a sauce after this, get the rice boiling, and I'm breading and baking the pork.
Do you want to come with me then?
I wasn't planning on it, no.
Okay. What would you like me to do?
Don't go for that long, that's all.
By the time I get there, it's like 1:15 already.
Oh, I guess.
Not really that long.
Okay, up to you. I don't care. Do it up. I was just letting you know that your food will probably not be warm when you come back. I went there. Dropping the hammer? No, not at all. I know that he's going to see his friend and probably pick up some helmets so that we can go to the track with the car. Drop off some jerky there. We gotta divide and conquer. It's a busy times. Just stacking the cabbage up in this bowl, keeping the colors separate because I think that will look nicer on the plate. And then like they didn't really say to do anything with the cabbage. That's why I really wanted to make sure we had a sauce. And then I know that when we do the shredded cabbage with the rice plate, the rice will kind of heat it up and soften it. And then on the sandwich, it's meant for crunch. I'm telling it like it is. We're just talking it out, right? It's how all the best relationships are. Open communication. Okay, for sure go rinse this. Otherwise, all of that will stick in and it's just the worst time ever trying to clean it. Although if I did go with Samo, I could have seen 2 wiener dogs. So there's that. 2 cute sausage dogs. But then Astra's like, where have you been? Wait, we got a raid when I walked away? Oh my gosh. Welcome in. No wonder I ran out the curtain on the notification alert. Hello, Gourmet Chef Panda. How was your stream? What did you do? How did it turn out? Welcome in everyone from your community. Oh, ending your shift? So you work in a restaurant then? Sweet. Annie is too fast. Hi, Strophium. There's no bad cabbage, Funky Savvy saying. It's true. I like it raw. I like it dressed. I like it cooked. There's so many options. How am I doing? I'm doing really good, thank you. We are learning about Katsu today. Gonna make a nice, easy dish for our Sunday stream. Yeah, our semi-monthly lurk. Well, I appreciate it, Strophium. And yeah, fermented cabbage. I do have sauerkraut in the fridge. As a Ukrainian, that's usually a thing. Cabbage rolls, yeah, that's what the sauerkraut is for. It's so yummy and it's really good for you. Sauerkraut helps with digestion, so maybe I should also start eating more of that too. Okay, we're getting into our Katsu sauce. The recipe is linked for you guys. And this is what I thought. You can buy Katsu sauce pre-made in a bottle, or you can make it yourself from all the other ingredients that you already have in the house. So I just picked up oyster sauce because now we have more options to do things with. And I can use the oyster sauce later for a bunch of other things. And yeah, both recipes today are from just one cookbook. Really well-known Japanese, can we say chef? I think so, chef. Food blogger. So our homemade tonkatsu sauce. Let's just see what she says about it. I've not had it a ton in my life. Tonkatsu sauce is served with tonkatsu, a deep-fried pork cutlet, and is often used for other deep-fried dishes like ebi fry and karaoke. I hope I say that right. Tonkatsu sauce mainly consists of vegetables and fruits, really, such as tomatoes, prunes, dates, apples, lemon juice, carrot, onion, and celery. Also includes more than 10 kinds of spices along with soy sauce, vinegar, and sugar. It's a lot of work to make it from scratch, but you can definitely make a simplified version that tastes just as good to go with your homemade katsu. Okay, the karaoke is the chicken wing, and then karaj. The karaj is like the fried chicken thighs. We always used to get that Greek. It's so freaking good. How to make it. Combine ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, oyster sauce, and sugar in a bowl and whisk it well. Taste and adjust any seasonings to your liking. Simple as that. We did buy okonomiyaki sauce before, but we left it on the island with Paul. And that is a very interesting flavor. Karagi. Or yeah, chicken karagi. That's how you say it, right? So this is going to make only 3 tablespoons of sauce. I think we should definitely make like a little bit more. A touch more. When Samo leaves, I don't know if you can see the dark shadow there, but that's Astra. She always just lays there and like watches me. Are you hanging out with Auntie? You're honestly so cute. Karage, Blondie says. Just like that. We're learning. Order it correctly. Pronounce it right. If you want to eat the foods, be respectful. Is she sad? She might be a bit dust. No, she was wagging her tail. I don't know if it'll zoom in, if you can even see her back there. No, it'll go too dark. She's happy. She's wagging. She's just making sure I'm not alone. Too cute. Okay, this is our little cup. Oyster sauce. Did I do something here? I might have. I got too excited. She really is like, why are you so cute? Such a cute dog. Do you know it? You know you are? Wait, what was I even getting over here? The ketchup. That's what I was checking. We're just gonna squeeze the ketchup out of packets, I think. So you have 5 billion of them. And then Worcestershire. Worcester sauce. We don't have a small amount of that either. Chat. Now offering ketchup packets at a discounted price. You have 3 dogs and they're all like small. We need more though. Well, like, what are you gonna do? Throw them out? It's so wasteful. And like, they give you so many if you get takeout stuff. Or like, even just during the pandemic when you couldn't eat in a restaurant, they just gave out extras. It's like, holy. And then yeah, my bro and Finn don't really eat it with their stuff, so then we get it from them too, and it's like, oh my goodness. Ketchup Batman, this is it. And yeah, Cookie, I've also done the same. So I also have a little like container with the napkins, all the extra cutlery that we always get. It's awesome to take, yeah, like Scoot says, for barbecuing out, on a picnic, camping. Don't throw that stuff out, guys. It's very, very wasteful and it just bungs up the landfill. They say, so 1 tablespoon of ketchup, this is our ratios. A tablespoon of ketchup, 2.5 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1.5 teaspoons of oyster sauce, and then a very small amount of sugar. That's what I was thinking too, Trev. It's like, we're ready. This is gonna be the currency when the apocalypse comes, is ketchup packets. Strophium, the Worcester sauce. My grandma told me, she watched this stream. So I went over when we visited one time. She's like, by the way, just so you know, Kate, actually she said Caitlin, because that's my full name. It's pronounced Worcestershire sauce, not Worcestershire. Like, she's done a lot of world traveling and stuff. So I was like, I'm sorry, Grandma, I actually didn't know. So now I have to say it right. And it's true, Blood Oak. Like, I don't use a ton of ketchup, maybe on some different fried potatoes, but not all French fries. Worcestershire. It's still better than saying Worcestershire, though. So, we want enough for 4 people today. Let's do like that. Worcestershire. 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 She did before Greek. I don't know if they still are. I need to call her up. It's been a while. Yeah, Blondie, you've been there, and that's what they call it. My grandma's not like a chef. Like, chefs are a different designation than home cooks. Chefs have worked in restaurants. Chefs have done a lot of other things as well, other than what just home cooks do. So that's why chefs have a different designation. So she's a very good home cook, though. She's French. And then my grandpa, before he passed, he was actually a really, really, really good home cook. Like, would make extravagant meals for my family, but I was quite young. Wash your sister's sauce. I'm just gonna go with what Mary said. That's way easier. Oh, that's crazy, Strophium. I just don't want to say the word at all now. Just call it woo-woo. I think that's even better. I love how serious we are about, like, always being proper. You guys are the best. Worcestershire is the easiest and most correct way. Get the woo-woo out, Sam says. Get that woo-woo. Also use it in our jerky marinades. The British one, you know? The brown British one, Blood Oak says. It shows that chat cares. That's exactly it. If I care, I expect all of you to care. Maybe. Possibly. 2 more packets. Should do a speed run one day. How many packets can Kate open up in X amount of time? Don't really use R's there, you just ignore them. Whoa, I didn't know that, Blondie. But yeah, I did actually know that there was, like, fish in the woo-woo. I did know that it contained fish, so that it's not like a vegetarian or vegan ingredient. Yeah, it's just the yummy sauce that makes things taste better. Just don't leave it out, okay? Exactly. Okay, we're going in with this now. That woo. Woo it up. Let's go with that first. And then we'll open up our oyster sauce. Brand new bottle. There's fish in the woo-woo. The things that we do here. Hey, did anyone stick around for the rest of Graham's stream last night when we raided through? I was gonna ask how his truffle ramen turned out. Yeah, fermented anchovies. Guy traveled around, tried to replicate a sauce he loved. It tasted awful. Basically abandoned big vats of it. Came back a few years later to clear out. Tasted it. And then it made it taste like amazing as it just sat there. Wow. And yeah, plums and stuff. That's cool. I actually didn't know about the fruit part. Uh-oh. Bad part about glass bottles. Is there any movement? Hello in there. That's what I do. Get the chopstick. Yeah, Scooter. Maybe me mixing it would help. I just don't want to put the chopstick down, so I'll probably reuse it. I don't know what to do right now. Halo. I'd stirred it. Yeah, does A1 sauce even exist anymore? Okay, double handing it. That is thick stuff. Okay, we'll stop there. And then they said just a little bit of sugar too. A1 sauce with minute steak growing up. I can taste it right now. I can taste it. Grabbing a spoon for the sugar. Yeah, it's sleeping. Oh, I bet you, Lord Velos. Yeah, those sauces were just used to cover up like sour meat back in the day. It's still good. It's totally fine. You put the A1 on a cheeseburger? I would eat that burger if you made it, Mary. But I wouldn't make something like that for myself. I'm like quite a picky burger person. But I'll always eat a burger when it's fed to me. Okay, I guess before we put the lid on. It's a little bit lacking, honestly. It's kind of just a bit bland. So I'm thinking more oyster sauce would be the right flavor we need. A garage plate with steak tips and potato salad next to each other. Steak got all in the potato salad and it was amazing. So you drizzle your potato salad with steak sauce now. Whoa. Why the heck not? Meaty potato salad. Trev, I keep my burgers pretty simple and I have found that that is what I like the most. Like, not the condiments and stuff, you can go kind of crazy with those, but just the patty itself, I have found the less filler the better. Like, you really want to let that beef shine. Gochujang and katsu sauce? Oh, I would totally do it if we didn't have Finn around this weekend. But she can't handle this heat. I'm still deciding right now. It's not more oyster sauce. I'm gonna do one more pack of ketchup. And that should do it. You didn't know gochujang is spicy? It's literally fermented chili paste. You're hilarious. So yeah, you have a really good palate for spice then. Yeah, that's insane, Trev. Where I grew up, people used to put big chunks of onions and green peppers in the burger. Like the onion maybe, but the green pepper? Whoa. Oh, that sounds nice, Cookie. The balsamic. That would definitely help them like cook up really nice. Char it up, that bit of sweet vinegar. Complement that red meat. Guys, it's my real life dad. Let's all say happy Father's Day. I talked to him this morning. I said, let's chat after stream. And thanks for the 47 months in a row, Dad. Hope you and Mom are doing good. Okay, I think I'm happy with this now. It's definitely not perfect. And then she said that too, right? Like this is a simple derivative of what it could be. Is there any comments that anyone said? Everyone said it's really good. So if people have made this and say it's good, then I think they're right. Loaded bulgogi fries? Whoa, I'm coming over for that. That sounds really good. Okay, I think it's breading station time. Let's bread some meats. Just gonna put this oyster sauce back. Whoa, your people are frickin' racing outside. And our ketchup packets. Has anyone ever got these ones? Where is it? I saw it on this side. I don't remember which restaurant gives these out, but they are massive. It's the Heinz Mega Pack. Yeah, that is true, Cookie. At least people made this recipe, didn't just say it looks really nice. It looks super nice. Okay. Give this one more mix up. Put this away. I found that really odd that we couldn't make a comment on that blog yesterday, no matter if I signed in with Google or not. A bit sus. This is our first step. I think I gotta mix up. Just our panko. I put a little bit of Tony Chachere's in with the panko crumbs. And then from here, we're gonna go right onto a baking tray. This is actually a really good one for me to use because it never sticks. And then we're not gonna line it once it's been breaded and onto there. So we use enough fat on that tray that it just doesn't stick. I'm just gonna make this station here for us as best as we can. Fatburger is where we got the mega ketchup packs. Okay, there we go. Maybe we'll do like that, kind of halfway. First dunk right here, and then into there, and then into the crumbs. So we seasoned the pork. We didn't season either of these, but then we seasoned the crumbs. So I just commingled this whole station now. That's better. Okay, let's start. And usually I do like to keep one wet hand, one dry hand. Give that a tap. Should just close this. Close this for privacy. Pat that. Shake it. Any excess that looks evenly coated into the egg. So this will be my wet hand, I think. Swish it around. Right into there. Spread it out. And then from here, I take my other dry hand and just sprinkle. Because then we can pat this on. And it'll stick on the bottom stuff too. You can flip it over if you want to make sure. Give it a little shake, and that is that. Place it on the baking pan. Katsu. Fluff these back up if they got a little bit wet. Carry on. Panko is so good. And oh my goodness, arancini. We should make that. I don't think we've done that one on stream yet. And I heckin' love arancini. And I will say this. I have found like the not well-known brands of panko to actually be way nicer than like whatever the Kikkoman ones are you buy in the box. I got a brand before that I didn't even know how to pronounce, and they were like the best panko crumbs of my life. They're also good when you mix them, like half and half with Italian seasoned ones. And then I think we will actually have to buff it out with some of those other breadcrumbs. It's crazy how much these like just absorb and stick on. Boom, we'll flip that up over there. Yeah, see, it's really going quick. I'm just gonna use up the rest of this bag. And I had to laugh because they have like a photo of Katsu on the front. Italian breadcrumbs are exclusively for meatballs now. Actually smelled so nummy pouring that out. So after we get these all breaded up, we'll turn on our oven. Pretty high heat, I'm gonna say. Probably like 400 Fahrenheit. Get that heating so that these can bake. And then we will boil a little bit of rice. You had the original arancini in Sicily before, Blood Oak? And yeah, you can see even doing this mixture of the Italian and the panko, still gonna be really, really crunchy. And then if there's any crumbs that fall off, put those back in. Like halfway through. Lord Velos is lurking. Thanks for the lurk. There. I don't even know how much heckin' stuff I've breaded in my life. A lot, let's say. A lot. More, more, more. Okay, we're leaving the little pork nubbins out for now. Whoa, look at that one. I think I'm gonna take that off actually. It'll probably fall off. These chunks are really meaty. Not as fatty. Yummo Mish. All this talk about burgies. She's gonna make burgies tomorrow. What do you like to dress on your burgers? I'm sure. Oh yeah, you sent us a link before for a bunch of Danish burgers, right? And they were like kind of crazy. with the creme fraiche dill dressing. That's amazing. Sam, you should make burgers tomorrow. He says yes, Mish. Actually, I think I will bread those other little bitlies, because why the heck not at this point? Am I gonna need another sheet pan though? These will also shrink as they bake or cook. This last big one. Oh, I don't know, Mary. Where did all the peanut oil go? I don't cook with it. Because, yeah, it's quite expensive in Canada. So I don't really pay attention to it in the stores. But you notice that it's all gone. And hi, Helquin. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Tap, tap, taparoo. Okay, that just filled out that part. Boop. 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 We'll get all those pieces tossed. Get rid of this. How is Helquin's Sunday going? There we go. Little Katsu nuggets is basically what this is. Katsu pork nuggets. Is there a food I refuse to eat? Usually just like liver. Chicken livers are okay if it's like put into a mousse or something. But usually liver is quite strong on my palate. Another Twitch streamer you watch predicted a cooking oil shortage. Yeah. Well, I'm also seeing all this stuff online right now about people saying how bad like seed oils are. And it's like, stop using them right now. So that's definitely going to change how people go out and buy their stuff too. Oh, nummy dust. Usually I do like the kale and spinach in this smoothie with banana, berries, and pineapple. And then you won't taste the greens. And then I always do a scoop of peanut butter in with it too. And then it tastes like a peanut butter jam sandwich in a smoothie, but with vegetables, because health. Not so bad, Helquin. Got some rain today, which was most wanted. Yeah, bring the temp down a bit. That's good. I'm happy to hear that for you. We actually made the perfect amount of crumbs. Yeah, blueberries or blackberries would be good. And you do peanut butter, so there you go. You're good to go, Dust. Yeah, most of that's based on bogus blood oak. Learned a fun fact about Canadian linguistics the other day. You noticed your Canadian friends very rarely interrupt each other. Like when you're having a full-on conversation, I guess. But in America, you always do. Most Canadians are like overly polite. I will say that. I know, yeah, we need our grapeseed oil still to like do our pan seasoning and stuff. That's right, Blondie. Anytime we interrupt, though, we always start by saying sorry. Sorry to interrupt. And yeah, you're right, Greek. The key is definitely to not use too much kale in the smoothies. Spinach, I've always found, just kind of disappears into there and you wouldn't know, other than it like maybe turning it a little bit brown color, blending it up. Okay, we did it, guys. Look it. This is our bad breading hand. The messy hand, the clean hand. There's a reason we do that. I will just get rid of these couple things. And I think I actually got to spread out the pork a bit. Those little nuggets. Or, what if we leave the nuggets off for the first bit? Because the bigger chunks will take longer to cook. This one is actually quite large. And then we'll stick them back on the sheet pan wherever they fit. Canadians' tone always rises at the end of a phrase if they intend to keep speaking. Then the tone lowers when they complete their thought. That's true, actually. Did you just listen to how I said that sentence? See, I ended on a high note there because I wanted to keep talking. That is hilarious, Strophium. Kind of like a mind messes with my brain now. Are there any other like cultures that talk like that? Like I always think that the English accent is super interesting too, because they have different parts of their sentence where they emphasize the words and stuff. Okay, just doing a full wash up here. Got really sticky. I breaded my own dang self. Woohoo! Yeah, kale is harder to blend up. It's true, Dusty. And what, do I gotta bring my table back? Must. Yeah, definitely take the stem out of the kale for sure if you're putting it in, well, anything. Stem is really tough. Okay. Katsu. Let's turn on the oven. And I guess I don't have to mess with that rack. I'm gonna do maybe even 425 Fahrenheit to heat that up. And then actually, so first off, we gotta dress these up a little bit too before they bake. So let's do that. We can go like one of two ways. We can go a little bit of olive oil or grapeseed oil even, which I might. Just do a small drizzle. And then we're also gonna put nubs of butter on top when we flip it back over. Just pouring the oil into a measuring cup for myself because it's really hard to pour small amounts from the jug. So just drizzle a little bit. to coat. Nice. There's just a little bit left in there. Maybe we can add to the tray. Or actually, we gotta coat our little nugglies. Group those all together. Perfect. That worked really good. I wonder, blanching the kale for the smoothie? I wonder, Greek. I'm just grabbing my butter. Just gonna wipe off the board. We got a bit of crumbs all over. Which is to be expected. Power greens, baby kale, spinach, carrots, and chard? There's carrots inside of the bag? I've never seen any smoothie blends like that. Not the baby chard. Got that grown-up chard. I have actually put grown-up chard in smoothies, and it is good. Swiss chard has lots of different uses. Yeah, more of a salad blend, but the carrot will be nice in smoothie. I've done like carrot, ginger, apple smoothies before. Why the heck not? Okay, so nice thin slices of the butter. Just stand them up in there to grab. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of katsu, plus the nuggets. We've even done smoothies with beets in it before. But that one tastes very vegetal, I would say. Unless you get really, really high quality beets that are sweet. Carrot, ginger, apple, lemon juice. Yeah, just together is really good too, Greek. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I told you, it might not be healthier, the oven baked katsu or schnitzel, but it is easier and cleaner. Hi, little Mama Silva. Any advice you can give on making a good poutine? I would say it's all about the fry. Well, it's actually really important to have all 3 components well done, right? Good fries. I usually double fry mine so they stay nice and crisp. I don't like when the poutine gets soggy from the gravy. Like, I like my fries to hold up, still have a bit of crunch. You need good cheese curds. If you can find those, hopefully, definitely look them up. And then you need a good gravy. Don't just like buy a packaged gravy mix because it's super duper salty and just the flavor is not as good. If you can, make a homemade beef, pork, chicken stock, or even just veggie stock and make your gravy from that instead. 1,000 times better. I think that's all I could really say. But other than that, it's quite a simple dish, right? That's why I said you really just need all of the components to be well done. So I've also had like some pretty trash poutines out there, and it's disappointing. It just becomes a soggy like brick of potato, cheese, and gravy. It's not that palatable, I would say. You're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna get some rice boiling for us, and then we'll bake our meats, and then get everything else together for plating. Yeah, good one. Speaking of Worcester sauce, Worcestershire, just say it all of the ways. If you want umami bomb your gravy, put some in there. It's good to sneak into so many things. Got this. Oh, we still have to slice our bread too. That's totally fine. Boil some rice. Just wiping off my little stove top. And so I'm gonna make a cup of rice. For the two of us, will be more than enough. We just need a really small pot. And then we want to make sure that our pot that we're cooking the rice in does have a lid. That is a necessary thing. I'm just going to turn this on because it does take a little bit of time to heat it up. The metal cast iron. Bit chilly in here. Okay, so I'm going to grab my 1 cup of rice kernels, pour it into the pot right now. And I'm just doing a really simple basmati. I know it's not like the best rice to use for this. Trying to use it up though. So we do 1 cup of rice kernels dry to 2 cups of liquid. For the long grain rices, we should say. For short grain rices, the ratio is a touch different. Of course we do, little mama. All of the, like, I consider the best chefs will always have an open mind. If someone starts to think that they just know everything and are the best ever, it's actually gonna be to their demise. So I always say I know I'm not perfect. I always ask chat for help. Okay, so we're just toasting the rice kernels while I'm waiting. Going to grab our liquid. Might even just put a little bit of veggie base in here to flavor the rice. That'd be nice. Just so it's not plain. Just a little squeeze. A little bit of this. Waters, sugars, and dried vegetables. That's what we just added. I don't want it to taste too strong though. Just a little hint. In Dutch, you have a saying, maybe we have it too, a day you haven't learned is a day you haven't lived. Ooh, I love that. And yeah, like here we always say we should learn 1 new thing a day. If you can do that, then your day is complete. And I think we do that a lot on stream. all the time. Hello, Burek. Yeah, never stop learning, right? That's what life is about. We are cooking up just some rice right now, and then we have our pork katsu all breaded up, ready to go in the oven here right away. Got some shredded cabbage for our plate. We still got to slice up the rest of our shoku pan for the boys' sandwiches. We got some stuff on the go. So we're just toasting the rice kernels right now, heating them up before we boil it with some liquid. How's your day going today? Blondie, I like that as well. Just going up a bit in chat. If the cheese melts, it's not a poutine. Yeah, like it shouldn't be melty, and you definitely shouldn't have shredded cheese on it. If they're putting shredded cheese on the poutine, I don't think they can call it that even. The perfect hamburger? Hello. I'm doing really good. How are you? That's the cutest username ever. I'm actually just looking on Twitch right now to see if the person I want to go raid is still on. They are. Maybe they're donezo now. Wouldn't say melty cheese is bad. It's just loaded fries at that point. But yeah, not a poutine, right? Just gotta understand the word. Okay, it looks like more than half of these are toasted. You can see how they look really white in the pot. That means they're toasted. So let's pour in our liquid. It should sizzle pretty heavily. It didn't sizzle. Okay, I wasn't ready yet. I lied. I literally lied. Doesn't happen often. I don't know why it didn't sizzle, but I'll let it heat up a bit more before I commit to pouring the rest in. That's just how I like to cook my rice. You're looking for new pots and pans? Metal mod, shh, don't laugh. No one saw nothing. The rice is not hot, but I felt the heat, bonk. And good morning, good afternoon, how are you? Okay, so perfect hamburger, looking for new pots and pans, like a set. You're having a dilemma which to go for. 2 series as an option. You can post the links in chat if you want, and we'll check them out, let you know. Yeah, that's right. Nice try, Kate. Now what's gonna happen though? They're just gonna burn and stick? No, it won't. I'll just wait to hear a sizzle down there, and then I'll pour in the rest. Scratch! Hi, Scratch Dumpling. How are you? Guys, if no one or if anyone has not followed Scratch Dumpling on Twitch, she streams cooking. Is it just on the weekends you stream the cooking? And like makes amazing Asian foods. Like everything you've made so far are things that I've wanted to make. Oh, it's been a rough week. Well, I'm happy we're here too. Okay, things are sizzling. I'm just gonna pour this in. Do we work with Fahrenheit or Celsius? Mostly Fahrenheit, I would say. And whoa, little mama, you use the Hexclad? I use like a very inexpensive set. Although, we did look at the Le Creuset set, the stainless set. It's beautiful, but insanely expensive. Just cook on the weekends. IRL job is like too much to deal with. Oof. Well, hopefully it gets better, right? Strophium, I need a good cast iron, but it feels like such a commitment. You're afraid to get one you don't like because they last forever. My Staubs are some of my favorite pieces of cast iron. They're cheaper than the Le Creuset, and I think they're actually better. They have a different lid design, which works better. especially for the Dutch oven, like braising stuff. And thanks, Scooter, for shouting out Scratch Dumpling as well. Yeah, we have been like doing adjusting as well in our career. So I totally feel you. Just like trying to do it slowly so you don't get burnt out. And like making sure that it's the right thing for you. One of your favorite chefs use HexClad as well. I have heard really good things about that brand, Little Mama. Okay, oven's hot. I'm gonna put these in and then set a 10-minute timer. $10 minutes on the clock. We have our little Katsu nuggets to still add on to there. We did some thinly sliced butter for when we flip over the Katsu. We're gonna put the butter on and that's gonna finish baking it. Yeah, we're doing baked Katsu instead of frying it. Done this before with schnitzel. My German husband's recipe. Works so good. Ew. Is anyone noticing little black flies are popping up already? Hatred. We also made some katsu sauce. I think I'm just gonna put the rice to the side for now while it's boiling along. There's nothing really to watch. Then I can slice my bread. The chef being Gordon Ramsay. Hey! And yeah, we said it earlier, Bonk, but since you're saying it again, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Whether you're a dad to a human or an animal. I'm using my weekend motivation to do professional development instead of actual work, so that way I can satisfy my urge without overworking. Yes, really good idea, actually. You have an induction. One pan doesn't heat over 482 Fahrenheit to prevent overheating for safety. The other one saves 30% more energy when cooking. You can turn the heat down and the pans hold the temperature. So I'm not sure to go for safety or energy efficient. That is actually really weird. I've never heard of that happening before. That's adorable. Chef Robert Irvine, I really liked watching his shows growing up. I think he's like a very honest, down-to-earth person. Okay, our katsu sandwiches. I'm gonna go like a little bit thinner on the bread. We're doing sandwiches for the boys and rice plates for the girls. F safety, Sam says, go for efficiency. Is this for a kid's party? What? My bread? Or just I'm cooking two different things? F that safety. F 'em. YOLO, really. Aren't we all kids in one way or another? Three sandwiches, and I was thinking about like warming up the bread actually, just to get it a bit more softened. So I was going to put it on a sheet pan or something like that, just to quickly whip it into the oven. Exactly, we all have our inner child. That's what life's all about. This one slice of bread is magical looking. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm seeing in it, but you can like see, yeah, I could see the swirls of how I rolled it up and then put it into the pan. This is this. While we're waiting, let's go grab our Kewpie mayo. One bottle to use up and one new one. And then bonk. Are you good if we do a little bit of garlic in the Kewpie? Bonk just has all the complaints today. Well, the recipe calls for none, so we should at least add some then, is what you're saying. I'm in. That's all I'm doing, just one light garlic clove flavor. Now he's good. Okay, you just grab a little container. We will just use the garlic press and we'll mix it up. Can't be disappointed about the amount of Kewpie when we're using it. You silly butts. My rice is finally coming up. Nice. Whoa. Whoa. Roll it up. Squeeze it out. Oh yeah, what did Bonk say last time? Cut the tip open? The pots have a double wall? Yeah, that's a word. I understand that. Some pots, I think the hex clad, like Lil Mama Silva was talking about, actually has a triple ply. And I mean, the heavier the metal or thicker, the more heat it's gonna hold. So that's definitely a good thing to look for. Oh, I got it. Okay, you complained before the Kewpie was on, then that's fine. I will accept this. You have a hard time with the hard end of the mail bottle too? Yeah, right? It's like toothpaste. We actually have a special little twister thing to get all the toothpaste out. Do like that for the Kewpie. Two minutes till we check our Katsu. It looks like it's baking really, really nice. I'm really happy with how that's looking. Yum. Garlic Kewpie? That can't be bad. Okay, that's all the things we need. Can you get Kewpie in most places? I would say now, yes, Dust. Like, Sam just picked this up at a regular grocery store. But I will say they have a pretty good, like, international aisle to choose from. So as long as your store has something like that, you'll be okay. Otherwise, yeah, you gotta look at the Asian markets, I suppose. We shouldn't have to work that hard to get the last bit of product out. And yeah, Sam said TNT actually has a bigger bottle of Kewpie. The pots have a double-walled lid. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that you said a double-walled lid. I think it makes a big difference. Well, how much food do you cook with the lid on, let's say? Because if you don't do a lot of cooking with the lid on, then is there a point to invest in that? Maybe not. Yeah, I have heard that, Scratch. Like, people out in Midwest in the States, very hard to find Asian foods, but they have so much access to, like, Mexican ingredients, which we don't have. So it's very interesting to see that. Is like, in Canada, really large Asian section, not very large Mexican section. It is, like, opposite when we went to the States. My timer's going off. I'll bring the pork over, we'll flip it. We'll put the butter on, put it back in. Just need my hot cloth. And actually, yeah, my tongs are here. Perfect. You hear the sizzle? This one is not as crispy. Like, what the heck happened to that one? That one didn't crisp up really at all. We can always flip it like back over after. We're only halfway through anyways. And yeah, it only looks wet because that's actually the pork juices. Although I don't love how the breading just came off. This is gonna help it brown the rest of the way. Very, very thin pieces of butter. We're at 425 on a convect Mary. My butter nubs are sticking together. No. Okay, back in. Gonna go even higher. Crank that baby, because this keeps a lot of moisture in, I find. We'll do, I think I'll check it at 7 minutes, just in case I want to do one more flip over before we finish. Hey Siri, 7-minute timer.
7 minutes, starting now.
Oh, and put our other little katsu pieces, I guess, back in there. Mary, you haven't found Kewpie up there yet? I wonder. Might be an order off Amazon or something. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Do we feel like a little bit of green onion sliced would be nice for garnish for this? I think so. And hi, Eric. How's your day going, dude? Green onion. Did I have leftovers from yesterday? I don't think so. Oh, really, Mary? You're gonna try and order the Devon cream that I used yesterday off of Amazon, but you can't. Because, yeah, it's a fresh product, right? I don't know why I'm like so worried about this stuff, but it's gonna be fine. Just don't like how those couple pieces were like soggy in there. Trim off the roots. Oh, that sounds so lovely. Sitting outside having a brew, waiting on the grill to get hot. So far so good, my dude. Sam was out visiting his friend, his best bud, who's now one of my friends. I think he's actually picking up a couple of helmets so that we can go to the track. Go to the track on a Friday night. What are you grilling up? What's going on to the grill? So I'm just gonna cut these on the bias again. Just like yesterday. Because it looks good. No. The induction you ordered doesn't work with all your pans. That's like mine. That's why we have this other cast iron burner. Because yeah, all of my stainless pots, they're not the right gauge and so they don't work. It's pretty frustrating. Just checking our rice. Fancy bias cut, Crux says. Yes. Okay, still some liquid in there. Keep that baby going. Fancy bias cut, because why not? We got time. It's fun to play around with garnishes. Yeah, you can send it to me on Instagram or wherever else you feel comfortable. It might take me a little bit just to like get back to you while I'm streaming, obviously. But I will get back to you ASAP when I do have the time. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, helping out. Okay, it is crisping up. It's looking freaking good. I might actually raise them up just onto like a metal rack. Something like that on the sheet pan. 1 minute left. Check this out, guys. You can do 2 cooks with Sam right now? Mary. Kate's day off. The puddle of butter on the bottom of the pan here. See, like, why is that going like that? That's freaking weird, man. Teflon coated ones don't work? Oh my God, if these stuck now, I'm actually gonna lose it. I've never done this by myself here at home this way. And just because Sam's not here, pretty sure it's gonna not work. Murphy's Law, Murphy. Oh, Murph, you. Why do you do this to me? Murph's a sneakster, I tell ya. The Nuggly looks good. I think these are telling me that it's like too moist in the oven. And I will say, like, keep so much moisture in there. I don't understand it. Okay, the bottom is crisp, actually. Bottom's actually crispin'. Next step. I'm going to try and reuse this pan. Okay, sounds good, perfect hamburger. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. That breading's ruined underneath, but I think all the other ones are okay. This one's very sus, I will say. Don't understand. Ouch, don't touch the pan, it's hot. My brain's like, oh yeah, forgot. A kiss. A kiss of heat. I think that one's done. I'm taking it out. Do I need to rotate the pan more? Like, I just don't understand it. I like gotta leave the oven door popped slightly open. These are the questions I have. Hey, Miss Ray's Krispies, you're here. And there is, I think, moisture coming from the meat, right? Mary's gonna go nap. Okay, have a good nappy. You're doing housework today? Good work. That's usually a pretty typical Sunday one, hey? Clean it up. Okay, where are we at now after that kerfluffle? Oh yeah. Okay, the rice is complete for us. Turn off the burner. Just pop the lid on to keep it warm. Switch that. That's good. We'll keep the spoon too. Yeah, I have no idea, Trev. Like I said, it's just because Sam's not here. That's just how it goes. Oh, there's my plates. I was like, where's all my plates at? Hidden. I'll use this for me. And hi, madam. Thank you, friend, for the 18 months in a row. How are you? Are you free now, just like Annie? These are for us. Oh, I guess I'll use this one too, and then Sam's not here. So that's perfect, actually. And I think we'll build the sandwich for my bro first. You go until the bitter end of June 30th? Holy. That's a long one. Just burnt myself a bit right there. A touch hot. That is smart. Finish my report cards early like a neurotypical person. Why the heck not? Edmonton and Ontario do the same thing. It's the states that do the end early thing. Yeah, I think kiddos are still in school here too. I'm just gonna go grab some more water. She's warming up. And then I'm just gonna look at these or watch them. Okay, they actually are re-crisping. That might have just been the pork juices. Trev might be right. They're getting there now. Oh yeah, I guess that's why, right? The American schools start earlier and then end earlier, and we start later and later. Okie day. So, what? Since Samo's not here for the sandwiches right now, I'm gonna make only 2. Maybe I'll message him really quick. Just ask if he wants me to make it. Nothing a bit of A1 sauce can't fix. On a Japanese dish, imagine. Yeah, it's so hot, no one wants to even be outside anymore. Get back to school. Yeah, the Katsu. That's why we made it. Then I got so excited this morning because when we were still doing like the house restoration stuff on the island, one of the dogs at the houses, his name was Katsu. So if anyone wants to go see a cute Katsu dog, go search Katsu in Discord and you'll see him. He was the best helper. He's like, guys, you painting today? I'm helping. Yeah, let's not talk or think about it. Although Madame is still suffering though, so that's why we were talking about it. Also, this is rockin' hot. I was gonna take a bite, but it's really hot. I can't even hold it still. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. Some of the like outer ones are really nice. It's just these 3. 3 went really nice, and 3 went a little bit weird. Like the panko just doesn't want to crisp up. What if I like flip it over? Is that even gonna do nothing? No. Because the bottom's like the same. Oh, this one's actually, the bottom's looking better than the top. Okay. I would say those are done. We just don't cook it, like, don't overcook it to make it crispy because the pork is still gonna dry out. Okay, Samo said he'll eat his sandwich cold. So our next step here, we're just going to pop our sandwich breads in the oven to warm them and soften them up. We'll assemble those. Yeah, this doesn't look good, Kate. Weasel's gonna take it and eat it for us. Okay, that's amazing, madame. Get a piñata on the last day and you're all going to the ice cream shop? This is why the Japanese typically deep fry katsu. Yep. But I was literally not starting a fryer up in here today. As long as we know that it could be better. And thanks for the follow, Perfect Hamburger. As long as we know this. We got our mayo. We got our katsu. We got our cabbages. And a little bit of green onion garnish, because why not? Okay, so now that tray is gonna be a little bit hot. And yeah, does anyone have an air fryer? I don't. Boop. Nice. So I'm just gonna actually flip it over because that side got a little bit toasted and then the middle's really soft. Yeah, lack of counter space. Me too. But a lot of your friends have one. You almost took your sisters today? Why didn't you? So I'll do these as the bottom. Kewpie. We took it one step further and did garlic Kewpie. 'Cause we can. Ooh, like a pretty good slick on there. Might actually go both sides even. I was thinking the other side would be the katsu sauce though. This one needs more. I would also like to have a little bit of garlic mayo with my katsu and stuff. I was gonna put a little dollop for Finn and myself. I'm thinking the next thing that should go on here is for sure the cabbages, just so that the heat of the katsu can soften it up a bit. So I'm gonna do the purple on the bottom. Annie, I have a hair dryer. You do? That rhymes with air fryer. You're going to sleep? Okay, have a wonderful sleeps. Happy you found us today. When do you use Kewpie versus regular mayo, guys? Scooter's asking. Opinions, she says. She's welcoming them. Careful what you wish for, Scoots. When the GF wants regular mayo, she gets the regular mayo. Sam has basically completely converted to Kewpie on everything, I will say. That's what he likes to eat with his French fries. He's a Kewpie man. Should we do our sprinkle of green onion on the cabbage? Probably. Put the veggies together. And like, see how I tried to make an even bed of the cabbages? Sandwich stays together proper. Oh no. Dip the cabbage in the katsu. Oh no. The oven has a mind of its own. Okay. I'm looking for the best one for my photo. I think it's gonna be this one. That one's the one that got hecked up with the breading. I'm gonna put it on that way. And then this'll fit. See, like at least the bottom got crispy. And like, yeah, we can hide it. It's going into a sandwich, but still, I like to make things proper. I still find that sus that didn't turn out today. Why me? And if you think I'm gonna trim the cutlet to fit the sandwich, I don't think you know me. Really, Scratch? So yeah, since you've been like growing up or eating Kewpie for a while, I'm also not gonna like load this up with the sauce. You find regular mayo just to be bland? That's actually funny. Sometimes I almost find Kewpie is like too strong. It's very flavorful. It does have mustard. That's why I always taste it. That's why I also don't understand how Sam loves it so much. Look it. We just made 3 sandos. Hey, Scott word dad. He's just in time. Grab a plate here. My broski. Which one do we want to cut? I think the one in the center. It is, because it is a little bit smaller than the other two. Oh, so I guess I can do that then. Scott word? Okay, I'll just call you Scott then. Yeah, me, Samo, and one of you. Who else are you inviting? You can't make me pick like that. I will crumble under the pressure. Katsu sando. And then it's really dark colored, the pork, because we use shoulder, not loin. I think we can see that properly. I can still see some pork juices in there as well. That looks nom. That's my broskies. I'm gonna have just a quarter of this to try with you guys. Yeah, new discussion. And hi, Lauren. Hi, Laurence. How are you? Are you doing better today? Look at it. It's so cute. Mmm. The garlic Kewpie right off the bat. Mmm. Crunchy cabbage and breadcrumbs. The little bit of sauce on top honestly makes it. The katsu, holy smokes. And the bread. Oh, did your dad see his billboard, Lauren? Mmm. Okay, one sec. Okay, that's actually really good. One of the better sandwiches I've honestly had in a while. Like when things are that surprisingly delicious and it didn't take as long, I'm in love. And then that's the thing, you can serve it warm, cold, lukewarm. It really doesn't matter that much. Up to you. Okay, Colin, yeah, I haven't watched any of it. We haven't even gotten through Quali. So yeah, no spoilers. But thanks for moseying on up. Okay, Finn and myself. We'll put all of our components on the plate first, and then I'm gonna slice the katsu for us. This is just a simple rice boiled with some vegetable broth. Oh, his flight was always planned for today, Lauren? You just didn't think about it? Oh, man. Nom. Fuels. Pile of cabbages. This is maybe gonna be a bit tough for us to eat, just like that, but hey. So I said, I think we're just gonna pile the katsu on top of it to like warm up the shredded cabbage. Yeah, I didn't find that that sandwich was like lacking in anything. In flavor, in seasoning. Like we didn't even season the katsu when it came out of the oven the second time. That was good. And now, for sure, our little bit of green onions on there too. really complemented everything. Do you want a dollop of mayo? I think that would be good to eat still. I'll put it over here, just by the rice. Okonomi sauce. Or katsu sauce, sorry. They are different. Just I have it in my brain because that's what she was talking about in the recipe first. That's cool that we could make like two separate kind of dishes from the same thing though. Boom, just pop that there. I'm just grabbing a small board so we can cut our pork. Oh yeah, Scratch? That's how they do it at the Japanese restaurants? Just a little dollop on the side? Friggin' perfect then. Which one is better for Finn? I think this one. Yeah, that one side really went nice. I'll do hers. Just gonna do chef's knife to go right down through. You can hear the crunch, right? That still turned out. The fact that there is that much crunch. She is my sister-in-law. She's my brother's partner. It sounds so good, right? I always beat myself up pretty hard. I have like really high expectations a lot of the time. I love to make things like as proper as they can be. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick photo of a couple of the things that we made. For sure get this sando hopefully in there. The light sucks in here. Yeah, don't beat yourself up, Lauren says. You're strong, Kate. That would hurt. I've noticed the lighting's just like trash in here the last few days. Makes it really hard to take a proper food photo. Okay, ready? I will be right back. Just gonna bring these over for the humans. These dinner plates are hand-me-down. They are like enamel-coated steel from one of my grandparents. I'm just gonna mute while I go because it always cuts out the audio. We have Astra for a taste tester as well. Oh, the food itself? Thanks, Dust. Well, you know what I always say. I cook like a grandma. Oh, just like take your little porky pieces. Like, look at that. See the little juice pockets still in there? Obviously, it's cooled off a bit. I just want to like dip it. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. It honestly kind of tastes like steak sauce, but like a better version. That's good. Not chewy at all, which is so confusing for like pork shoulder. Let's see how it is with like some of just this. Thinking of maybe eating the cabbage with some rice. Or the other thing I would probably do is just like pour the sauce over this and mix it up. So the worst part of the dish is the katsu, because that has so much fat in it, and honestly everything else is pretty dang healthy. The rice is really nicely cooked. I'm happy with that. I'm so happy I chose this because I had that little pork shoulder chunk just chilling in the fridge. I was like, what do I want to make with that? Like, what if I slice it and fry it? I don't know if maybe I saw the hunger service make katsu a little bit back or what. That was the first thing that came to my mind though. Well, the worst part health-wise, Dust. It's like not that good for you, but everything else is really healthy. And messy. The katsu's just the worst. Dust is like, what? Scott would tuck this one in, no question. Okay, now I'm gonna go for some garlic Kewpie on this little end piece. Little dunk as well. Whoa. It's healthy for the soul, exactly. You don't eat like this all the time. Mmm. Whoa. That was a bite. I also really like eating plates that have like separate components, but you can mix and match them however you want. Then you get different flavors the whole time. Pork butt, pork shoulder. I actually want to go back and look at the one cookbook and see what she used, because I just did what I wanted to do. Whew, and yeah, it's heating up in here. She did boneless pork loin chops, which I always find cooks way drier. So if you do boneless pork shoulder, you get like the unctuous little fatty bits that crisp up, and it just stays a bit more moist, whether you bake it or fry it. Yeah, that was really lovely. Wow, friendos. I'm happy with this. This is exactly what I was feeling like eating today. And yeah, like I said, the sandwich, how this turned out, better than I even thought. I know Sam is gonna mow that. Can't wait to ask my bro what he thinks of it. Yeah, can you tell it warmed up? It's like, go, 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 cook, cook, and then eat. And now we're sweaty. Hi, John the Young, how are you? Welcome in, my friend. You don't think you've ever cooked pork except for bacon? That is wild to me. I don't know if it's just like a Canadian thing or even being in the prairies, but we eat a lot of pork. The only time I didn't eat pork was when I was doing like my bodybuilding training. My trainer said that it was not good for me to eat. My body didn't digest it as good, so that's the only time. Just looking for someone for us to go raid right now. I told you it was gonna be quick and easy Sunday. We did that in 2.5 hours only? What? You are as good, John? Awesome. Have you gotten a little bit of rest for yourself? Because it seems like you've been going, and maybe close to burnout. So hopefully you've been taking care. Weasel eats a lot of pork but never cooked it yourself. Is it bad that I'm sad it's ending early? Not at all. That's my favorite. It's adorable. I think we did Montana Max last weekend. I was actually thinking of going to see BB Bubs because we don't often get to raid him. And he just had a really awesome Kitchen League episode, and I would like to support him for that because he did win. It's okay, Scratch. I always take suggestions. Yeah, if you guys see someone, you're like, hey, what about this person? I'll either say yes or no. I'm like, it's not personal. Please don't take it personal. Yeah, you better take some time off soon for reals. I love that, Weasel. And yeah, that's why we just have kept this schedule the whole time. Because it seems to work for everyone else. Everyone looks forward to the weekends, and well, we always have to cook anyways, so might as well share it with the world. That's literally what we always say. Okay, 1, 2, 3 B's at first. And he says copy and pasta. Friends. Oh, that's okay if you came in late. That's life, right? Oh no, I said raise instead of raid. Streamer things. Yeah, just kidding. Okay. Says it's intended for mature audience. I will say that it's not like a super family friendly stream. I don't know if like a ton of families watch me anyways. And yeah, thanks, Dust. Happy Father's Day once again before we finish off. All the dads in there. Hope we all have a good rest of our Sunday. I know the Europeans are probably working their way into Monday now. They're in the future. Bubs just finished? No! Did he raid Kanara? Let's crush her then. She's still doing Game of Thrones. Okay, cancel. If you need anything at all, friends, you know where to find us. And please, continue to post your tasty creations in our Discord. Yeah, crushing time. Crushing with love was my thought. Okay, tasty weekend. Yeah, our tea party yesterday. What did we do Friday? I honestly don't even remember now. That's how fast it goes by. Oh yeah, our soup and breads, that's right. Nice, the raid got you to 99. Okay, I'm gonna hit this button, guys. Thank you so much for everything. I had a blast this weekend, and like we're crushing our goals as well, so love y'all, seriously. Okay, see you next time. We will be back probably Thursday for another bonus grocery stream, okay?